Hello yoga friends, I am here today with a yoga session to get you moving, to get you stretching, hopefully to get you feeling good in your body, at least a little more comfortable maybe than you might feel right now, a little bit energized. It's going to be a full head to toe experience, so grab a block. That's the prop we're going to be using today. If you don't have one, that's okay, but if you do, grab a block, grab your mat, and let's get started. All right, we're going to begin with the feet hip distance apart. Just standing up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in to the belly. Exhale all the air out. Good, one more time. And exhale. Just allow yourself to fully arrive on your mat. Begin by rolling the shoulders up and back. Nice circles, forwards, and then shoulder blades kind of come back together, just a little bit behind you. Inhaling as the shoulders come in, exhaling as the shoulders come down. Do this at any speed that works for you. Let's reverse direction, back to front. Just beginning to loosen things up. If you find any, I don't know what I call sticky spots along the way where your shoulder might not feel really fluid, just hover in that spot and just go back and forth over that one area a couple times, and then continue on with your circle. That will help over time loosen that up. Good. Relax the shoulders, drop the chin to the chest, and roll the head in a little circles. You can have it be just the head, or if you like, you can have the shoulders go along for the ride. Whatever works for you. Just think about keeping length in the spine. So as you reach the head back, you're actually kind of lifting up a little bit. So you're not crunching these delicate vertebrae at the back of the neck. Reverse direction. Again, just like with the shoulders, if you feel little sticky spots where your circle doesn't feel smooth, just hang out there and just kind of go back and forth over that one spot and then continue on with your circle. Good. Coming back into neutral. Bend the knees. Heels stay on the mat. And then you're going to press into the ground and come back up. Now that sounds really simple, but I want you to think about it. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. For this next one, we're going to lift the arms up as well. So stretch up to the ceiling, really stretch. Palms face together, hands just a little bit in front of the head, and then sit back. We're not doing chair yet. We're just lowering the seat. We're just lowering a little bit, bending the knees, beginning to engage the thighs here. Nice upright torso. Good. And as you bring your arms down, press your feet into the mat. Press really hard, so you're going like slow motion. Let's do that again. Arms up, big inhale. Oh, I did this wrong. Big inhale. Let's sit back. Exhale here. Take another breath in, and then press to stand. Really push slowly, hugging muscle towards the bone. Good, once more. Inhale. And bend the knees. Another inhale here. And then press down as you slowly stand up. Good. Engaging all the muscles around the leg. Now hold on to that engagement. Keep the muscles hugging around the bone all the way down the leg. So it's like you're really pressed up. You're still pressing hard even though your legs are straight. Now we're going to draw energetically the legs towards one another. So think about bringing the inner thighs together, about bringing the calves together, about bringing the feet together, but they're not going to go anywhere. They're going to stay right there. But energetically, they are drawing together. And you're still really activating all these muscles here. It looks like we're just standing here. People might be walking by you like, I don't know, I think they're doing yoga maybe, but we're just standing around. No, this is active, active, active. We're really warming up the muscles and getting started. Good. Go ahead and release that. Shake it out. I'm turning to the side so you can see. Now we're going to lift the arms up, palms together, hands a little bit in front of your head so they're in your peripheral vision. And now we're going to sit back into our imaginary chair. So here we're really going full chair pose. Full chair. Feet are pointed straight ahead. Knees are pointed same direction as the feet. Not wide, not knock-kneed. Straight ahead. Good. If your arms aren't comfortable up here, you can bring them down by your hips, your choice. Wherever works for you. And stand up. Shake it out. Let's do that again. Arms come up. Sit back. Sit back into our imaginary chair here. Back is nice and long. Tail is not stuck way out, nor is the pelvic area tucked. So we want it neutral, nice and neutral, which is engaging the abs and bringing the belly button towards that spine to keep the back in a neutral alignment. Good, stand up. Shake it out if you like. And then we're gonna go once more. Arms come up, sit back into your imaginary chair. Sit back just a little bit deeper. Maybe you can go just a little bit lower this time. Again, keeping the abs engaged. Knees pointing forward. You might be looking down at the ground a little bit, maybe 10 feet or so in front of you. Just helps keep the spine in alignment here. And stand. Ah, lovely. Shake it out. Feet hip distance apart again. It's kind of our go-to pose here. We start a lot of things feet hip distance apart. Good. Sweep the arms up as you inhale. Reach up towards the ceiling. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Fingertips all the way down the front of your body to your toes. Standing tall, reaching up towards the sunshine or the sky. On your next exhale, let's fold at the hips. Arms come down to the mat. Take a moment here and allow any stresses to come out of your lower back, your upper back, your shoulders. Knees can be straight or knees can be bent, your choice. Not a right or a wrong way to do this. Allow your head to just hang, heavy like a bowling ball. If your hands don't reach the floor, that's fine. You can put them on your shins. You can put them on your calves. Wherever you like. Place your hands onto your thighs and lift your top half up to a parallel to the floor position. So we're coming into a half lift, a little tiny bend in the back of the knees, or you could have a big bend. Just a little bit of bend to absorb that pressure, that bracing that we're doing with our arms here. Gazing straight down at the floor, extending the spine nice and long, crown of the head extended towards that wall in front of you. And then fold. Again, relaxing the back. And grab onto the elbows. Allow your body to hang. And then for fun, let's grab the opposite elbows. So switch your arms and go the other direction. Let your hands come down to the mat and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow, shoulders and head coming up last. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to run some of that sequence together as a partial sun salutation to warm up the body. So inhale, sweep the arms up, reach towards the ceiling. Exhale, fold at the hips. Hands come to the floor, towards the floor, knees bent or straight. Hands on the thighs, half lift, inhale. And exhale, fold again. And inhale, sweep the arms up, strong legs. Reach up towards the ceiling, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms come up. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, hands on thighs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Stretch to the ceiling, hands together. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Inhale and up. And fold. Half lift. Fold. And inhale, sweep the arms up. All the way reaching up high, hands together. Exhale, hands to heart. Now go ahead and take a step to the top of your mat if you're not there already. We're going to take a step back with the left foot. It's a nice big step back. Turn the toes out about 90 degrees and figure out what your right stance is. Where do you want to be today? Bend the front knee. Knee is over the ankle or slightly behind it, not in front. Excellent. If you were to draw a line from your heel straight back, you'd want it to hit the middle of your foot. You want it to bisect that back arch. Lifting up the arms, coming into warrior two. Hands at shoulder height or just below. Find what works for you. And then take a look down at your front knee and see, has it caved in? Has it splayed out? You want it the same direction as your second toe. So line that knee up, make any adjustments that you need to. So you're in a really lovely alignment. It'll help protect your knees, keep you safe, and also it becomes a really nice hip opener. You may find that once you're here, maybe you want to go a little bit deeper. Or maybe you're thinking, you know, I think this is a bit too much. In which case you can straighten this a little bit and step in back foot and make it less of a stretch, less of a challenge. Or zigzag that foot out and go a little deeper. It's all up to you. It's wherever you're at today. Good. Bring the front elbow down on top of this arm. Bring the back hand up and over and make this lovely diagonal line between your left hand up high and your left foot down below. Make sure you're pressing into the outer edge of that back foot as well. And reaching out with the fingertips here. Nice and long. In your next inhale, come back to warrior two. Drop the backhand, front arm comes up and over, gazing up towards the ceiling. Keep that front knee bent. And back to warrior two. Bring the arms down. Take a big step forward to the top of your mat. Shake it out. All right. Feet hip distance apart again. Starting position. Right leg goes back this time. Front knee bends. Arms come up and out to the side. Now check that your foot is in alignment. Toes are 90 degrees out. Heel will bisect that arch. And check your knee, that it's pointing the same direction as those toes. Arms up and out at shoulder height. Or if you like, you can drop the back arm, put it on your hip, if your arms don't want to be up that much. Definitely gaze out over the front hand. Warrior two. We'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend over and drop that elbow onto the knee or just above it. Back arm comes up and over, making that diagonal line from the top all the way to that back foot. Spine long, crown extending towards the wall in front of you. Keeping that knee bent. If you like, you can roll the top shoulder up and back a little bit, get a little more openness across the heart, across the chest. And your next inhale, come back up, drop the backhand, front arm comes up and over. Back to warrior two. Drop the hands and take a big step forward to the top of your mat. Shake it out. All right. Inhale, sweep the arms up, reach up towards the ceiling again. Just give yourself a moment to really stretch, grow tall like a fresh spring plant. Or maybe like a dog trying to reach something cheesy off the counter. I don't have a dog like that at all. Inhale and exhale, fold. Bring their hands down to the mat. Take a big step back with the left foot, big step back with the right foot. Bend the knees deeply. Send the tailbone up and back. Press it away from your hands. Press into the knuckles. Spread your fingers wide. Feel that fold in your hips that you're making just above the top of your thighs. That's a great fold here. This is what we're going for. Lengthen the spine and a fold in the hips. Good. Pedal out the legs. So bringing alternate heels down towards the mat while keeping that sense of length in the spine. Don't worry if your heels don't come all the way down to the mat. That is fine. Bend the knees deeply. Tailbone up and back again. And now extend the heels towards the mat. Straighten your legs as much as they can straighten while keeping the sense of that fold in the hips and that length in the spine. Down dog. Bring the knees towards the mat. Come into all fours. Adjust your wrists if you need to so they're directly under your shoulders. Knees directly under the hips, feet straight out behind you. Inhale, come into cow. So broad across the collarbones. And press back into cat. Inhale to cow. It's a slight bend in the elbows. And exhale to cat. Really rounding the upper spine, the lower spine. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Really making use of the shape to connect with the breath here. So inhaling and exhaling. Navel in towards the spine. Let's do two more here. Last one. Good. Press your seat back onto your heels and let's come into child's pose. Bringing the forehead towards the mat, arms out in front of you. And today let's make a triangle shape with our hands. So thumbs together, four fingers or first fingers touching, elbows bent. Pause here for a moment, taking in the breath, just observing what you're experiencing right now, what your breath is doing right now, if it's slow or fast, if it's smooth, if it's pounding. There's so many ways it could be right now. There's no right or wrong. It's just whatever you're experiencing. We're just practicing observing here. Take your next inhale, press yourself up into a seated position. And swing your feet around. Come into whatever position is comfortable for you here. So that might be cross-legged, or it might be kind of out in butterfly. You could sit up on a towel if you like to get a little bit of height. But with practice, you'll be able to sit comfortably cross-legged. Take a deep breath into the belly and let it go. Bring one arm up. Stretch up high, grow nice and tall, and then place it down behind you, 45 degrees or so behind you, right up near your body. Reach the other arm up and place it on the outside of your thigh, on that same side, and twist. So this is a twist really from the shoulders all the way through the tailbone, the head. Just look wherever is comfortable for you. So no bonus points for cranking your head all the way and looking backwards. You want the neck to be more soft and fluid and relaxed. Good, and release. We're gonna bring the opposite arm up. So this is my left arm coming up. Place it down beside me. Right arm comes up and reach around and grab it. The outside of my leg here. Now if you can't reach the leg, you can brace off the other leg. It's fine. Whatever you can reach on yourself today is good. And twist. So our spine is really upright here and we're rotating the spine. It's not about leaning over to the side or trying to reach way back. We're staying very upright here. Engaging the abs still, so belly button towards the spine. Again, head can move any way you like. Big inhale, grow a little taller. Exhale, twist just a little bit deeper, a little bit further. Unwind yourself slowly. Good. Go ahead and grab your block. And we just need one. Place it beside you, somewhere where you can grab it easily. I'm gonna put it, well, I'll put it here so you can see it. Right there. And we're gonna come down onto our back. Knees up still, feet on the floor. Good. All right, just make sure you can grab your block, because we're gonna use it in just a sec. Walk the shoulder blades just a little bit towards one another underneath you, opening across the collarbone, and then take your block and place it between your thighs, nearer to your knees. Now you're gonna point it on the skinny end of the block. The skinny end is what's going through. Feet are hip distance apart. You might need to move them closer to one another. And then pull your heels back as far towards your bottom kind of as you can reach. If they graze the ends of your fingers, that's fine. If they don't reach that far, that's fine too. But find a place where they are very much parallel with your legs and your hips. So the tendency is to put the feet way out to the side. Bring them in, not touching, but feet hip distance apart. Great. All right, palms pressing onto the mat. You're going to lift the pelvis up towards the ceiling, keeping that block in between your legs, gently into bridge. Now imagine you've got like an orange and you're going to stick it under your chin, between your chin and your chest. So you might need to lift your chin just a little bit, give a little bit of space so you're not crunched down on top of your chest there. You want to hold onto the orange gently. You don't want to squeeze it and make orange juice. Just hold on to it. A little bit of space for the throat. And slowly lower your hips back down to the mat. Take a breath, release. And we're going to go again. So pressing up. Good. So we're pressing into the shoulders, we're pressing into the feet. You might be pressing into your arms and even your hands. Fingertips can be nice and wide. A little bit of space under the chin. And lift those hips up as far as you can get them. Imagine you've got another ball underneath you here, right under your spine, and it's a small sized ball, but it's going to roll up towards your shoulders, and you want as much space, you want to create as much space underneath your upper back for that ball to go as far up towards your neck as it can. If you like, you can walk your hands together and grab them underneath, interlace your fingers, or you can leave them out on the side, either way. And release the hands and slowly come down. All right, we're going to go up once more. So here we go. Press up. Make some space below your upper back. Connected in firmly to the earth with the shoulders and the feet and the arms and the hands. And now just check in with your feet. Are you actually pressing in with all sides of the feet? The balls of the feet, the heels, the left side, the right side? Or have you kind of weighted yourself more on one section of your foot? If so, go ahead and kind of balance it out. See what that feels like. See how it feels differently. And then when you're ready, lift your heels up off the mat. So coming onto the toes like you're wearing high heels. Good. And you're going to slowly lower the upper back, starting with the vertebrae at the very top, and then roll it down, middle of the back, lower back, tucking the tail. And then once your hips hit the ground, go ahead and release that tuck, and then bring the heels down. Take your block and set it aside. Grab onto your knees, squeeze them towards your chest, give yourself a big hug. If you like, rock back side to side, give yourself a tiny back massage here. And release the knees. Bring your arms out into a T shape. Drop the knees to the right side. Look out over the left hand. Keeping both shoulders on the mat. Knees will go as far down as they go. It's just gravity. You don't need to press anything. They're not going to reach the floor probably. And just allow the twist to happen. Allow it to rotate down your spine. Face relaxed. Eyes relaxed. Soft jaw. On your next inhale, bring the knees up. Drop them over to the left side. Look out over the right hand. Soften the entire outer shell of your body. On each exhale, allow your body to twist just a little bit deeper. Allow gravity to pull just a little bit harder on your knees. On your next inhale, bring the knees up. Bring the hands along the sides of your body and straighten out the legs. Bend the right knee a little bit. Bring that heel towards you, sliding it on the floor, and then sliding it back. Press the heel away from you. Press, 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 press until your leg is fully extended, and then relax it and let your foot flop to the side. And do the same on the left side. So drag your left heel towards you, bending your knee a bit, and then press it out. Press, 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 press until your leg is all the way extended. And then release, relax the foot and let it flop to the side. Good. Face your palms facing the ceiling, thumb and forefinger touching. If you like, walk the shoulder blades a little bit underneath you so you feel nice and wide across the collarbones, across the shoulders, shining the heart up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. And exhale fully. Do one more deep breath. And exhale fully and completely. And if you like, you can stay here in Shavasana, in silence, for as long as you like. Or if you're ready, you can bend your knees and roll over to your right side. And slowly push yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Take both hands, place them along your hips, and just press up. And as you come back down, allow your sits bones just to fully and evenly kind of connect with your mat. Bringing the hands together in front of the heart, dipping the chin slightly. I want to thank you for joining me in yoga today, for being present, for connecting with your physical self, your mental self, and your spiritual self. I want to wish you a beautiful rest of the day. Namaste.